my entire point for all of our series of arguments about Superman is that in the 50s when he decided to make that nigga, he didn't make it in a way that's relatable to me. I'm not saying that he's not going to be relatable to nobody. I'm not here shitting on nobody who agrees. But I've also seen a lot of essays that say that Superman speaks very directly to white patriarchy and why he was created. How them Jews felt like I need to make the nigga look like this, so it's gonna be like that. I can get deep, bro. And it's like,
whoa.
His origins. Yo, bro.
That's the white. Just hold on.
Again, I'm not saying that I'm in the same world as everybody else, but I read a whole bunch of what I read, and I think that what I read could or could not be valid. I'll bring that shit to the table. You bring what you want to bring to the table. We have a discussion. That's all it is.
It's a debate. It's a
that's a good one. That's a good first topic, man. I'm not hipped on the Superman, Batman thing, but I appreciate y'all wanting to dive into that. I appreciate the intensity.
I just saying I don't like
y'all motherfuckers tune into the Spotify. The Spotify first topic. Y'all already hear it.
I can't say. I ain't never gonna say he ain't bro.
I don't hate the most powerful nigga.
No, I didn't say.
But people in general. When I say person who is the best normally gets a lot of the hate.
And you said that you like the OP nigga.
I'm gonna give it a buck. I was young. Niggas like when Michael Jordan was winning. I was hear about Karl Malone. Like niggas ain't about the rest of them niggas. Niggas, it was either you loved that nigga Jordan or you hated that nigga and you wanted to see him lose. I didn't even know other niggas was playing half the time.
Steph because he
kind of Mike Tyson. Niggas wanted to see Mike Tyson get knocked out.
They love Steph and Curry.
Niggas want to see Mike Tyson,
and he gets to be the greatest.
So but he's like a Spider-Man though.
Exactly.
It's like he is a Spider-Man.
Story looks in a way that everybody loves. That Davidson shit is darling shit. It's darling shit. Peter Parker being the cute kid.
He's an actual scientist. He's smart. He was into it. He got bit. Like that shit happened. Like he was a normal nigga.
Even fucking James Franco doing that fuck shit is fucking Osborne. Like, yo, bro, don't do that to my man Toby, nigga. Like, Toby soft. Why you doing that? He's still getting his powers right, bro. Like, yo, you a fuck nigga.
See? Y'all niggas is crazy, bro.
And Willem Dafoe. Shout out to Spider-Man 2. That's the shit. Right?
Listen, like I said, I appreciate the passion, man. This motherfucker right here loves Superman, so I already know.
Nah, yeah, he's Superman. I know him. That's why I knew this was going to go left. But yo, for real,
them Superman niggas
if
need
you
to let
this nigga.
We back.
Listen, I don't accept the Superman disrespect, my nigga.
Yo, bro, ain't no disrespect. That's why we tried to preference that shit by saying, yo, he's him. He's the strongest.
I was being slightly disrespectful. I was being slightly disrespectful. I'm not going to lie.
But that's all right. We know what you do. We know what you bring to the table. We know the spice that's coming with the season.
This is wild. Respectfully, this is wild.
Yeah, that's his man.
Yo, my man start talking about the white ninjas. Yo,
and the Boy Scout.
Yeah, I'm saying East Side
niggas in the hoods can't relate.
This is what we do, baby.
Also, I ain't gonna lie. Like the origin of Superman, it is a beautiful story. It's sad that the artist had to do XYZ at the time.
But that's what I'm saying.
To get published, they had to create a character that they knew niggas would.
We're gonna leave that up to the people outside, man. This is going to be one of our first polls or something. You let us know who gets more hate, Superman or the rest of them. Who you think is swaggier? Which one is the swaggiest superhero? Who's the swaggiest superhero?
They gonna say Black Panther. Everybody gonna say Black Panther because they all love that
Black
nigga
Panther.
now.
I'm with that shit.
Everybody love Black Panther now.
That shit. But
that was saying shit about Black Panther 10 years ago.
Yo, for real. R.I.P. to the real one, man.
How do you calculate swag?
That's a great question.
It's not up to me. That's what I'm saying. That's why
costume design.
However you out there and however you define it in your way.
I think costume design is key because to me, I think that's probably my least favorite thing about Superman. I feel like the briefy thing, like he just always looked corny to me. And they never souped him up. And he's probably like the only superhero that they never really changed his suit.
Oh yeah, it is.
What? That nigga got on black drawers.
That's how who? He got on black drawers. Batman. It just hit me. That's how.
But it just looks better. The gray black, it just looked better. It does.
I'm the knight.
It went over my head because I didn't even notice.
And I also feel like the fact that Superman wears no mask and he's just showing that he's a white man. I just think that shit fucks it up.
One more time, back to swagger.
Batman
got different eras of swag. Like, just go.
He got different suits.
He got mad different suits.
Go take a peek.
Spider-Man got mad different suits too.
Go take a peek, bro. Swagger.
If anybody is white privilege, it's fucking Batman.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we not.
He wears it well.
Yes, but he wears it.
But he wears it well. He like the only nigga that's running around doing white privilege and nobody
I'm a white billionaire nigga going in hoods and
wait. Tony Stark is a different universe, right? That's a different universe.
Tony Stark is Batman.
He's kind of
Batman
attacking black folk.
That nigga go right to the hood.
He not attacking. You ain't never seen Batman beat up no black niggas.
Tony Stark might be a good Batman knockoff. Tony Stark is kind of a Batman knockoff, low key. I mean, I agree. He's very different, but
He's different in his
he's
own way.
kind of.
I just made that connection. Like he's like.
It's like I got all this technology
That's how I
because I
feel.
can afford it.
Batman don't even
White
make his
privilege.
technology.
No, you know, I got Lucius Fox.
A black nigga.
I mean, of course, and he's a genius, and I keep him close. Again,
Yeah, keep him
Lucius
close.
Fox is to help niggas
Come
be
on,
like, yo, he
baby.
rich, but
See, now you
he
making
got my
you bringing the
nigga. He
pieces
get my
together
niggas
for us,
paid.
nigga. Who we got in Superman? Who we
What
gonna
niggas we got?
Lex Luthor.
He dealing with
We ain't
aliens
fucking
and
with that
shit.
nigga,
For
even if
years,
he
they
black.
portrayed Lex
Even-
Luthor as a white man. I didn't even know he
And
was
now
black.
he black.
until
And
I
then
told me
they
Now
that
he
shit.
black.
now-
No, they made him light skin like 10 years ago
I
or something.
swear I
feel
said
like.
that to mention that one fact. Like, yo, all of a sudden, y'all
Nah, I
niggas
ain't
don't know this.
When did he get black?
black.
But when
Yo,
did he
that's-
get black?
Yo, that
He's
shit
always
is
black.
outrageous.
Yo, so they just
For
was white
years, this
facing
man has
him
been
in the
portrayed to me as a white
in the
man.
70s with the
just
Christian
read
No,
Reeve.
he was white back then.
So
I'm saying, when was he black?
When did the change
When
happen?
like when they did like the rebirth. Like I think it's like the second rebirth.
Because they be
The
needing
rebirth.
it. Like, yo, we gotta
That's
do
crazy.
something.
Oh, let me
Remix
segue. Hold on,
that
hold on. Let me
thing.
let me
Remix
segue
that thing.
real quick.
That's one of the things that I don't like. Why I like anime more than I like comic books, because
They make
anime
less of those
anime like
times.
is like continuous, a straight line. It's yo.
They not gonna make
this
that type
nigga
of
born. We
change.
gonna watch this nigga life
I ain't
Until
gonna
he
lie.
get
goes
old
through his journey.
and die.
Superman is like we not watching his life. It's like somebody may try to do that, but
Yeah, you watching my iteration of this. I'm gonna do me.
you
I'm
gonna watch
man.
it. You gonna watch.
You know what's crazy?
Episode, bro. Something pulled out
That's
of
why
this
this
nigga
nigga-
life,
this
and
nigga-
then it's like that's the reason why it's so, because he's such a long-standing character and so much people have put they 2 cents in. That's why there is a black Superman, and he's actually the like I said, he the president. He run the whole shit. He's the man on his
Nah, like to,
on his planet.
And
I
to
need
make
to
your
tap
point,
in the
and to
black
make your
Superman
point, I
sound
feel
like-
like there's certain. It's like this. The 3 niggas I think we mentioned are the 3 niggas that are at that level where they're gonna get so like niggas are gonna live in that lore forever. Niggas will never, as much as we shitting, niggas will never get tired of Superman. Niggas will always make different Universal
He's
Spider-Mans.
OP.
Batman will
He's
always
for you,
always
brother.
make
He
that
for
movie.
them OP.
No, but it
He
is
for
for niggas.
OP
It's for any
niggas,
nigga
bro.
because he stand for something. He does stand for that. How do you
I'm
the
saying.
responsibility of that ultimate power? Invincible is taking that question. I just think they took that question in a way where
could've been
creatively I liked
expanded.
it, but like
Invincible be acting like a bitch.
for sure. But I feel like
That's
he should. The weight of in the same way that niggas think Superman is a bitch. Because
Nah,
the weight of what they got to worry about is real. It's life or death. And then also at one point it's like,
it ain't the same.
I don't know.
Why
also,
not? It's the end of the world. It's the same. Y'all
Nah, it's not the
niggas
end
coming
of the
to
world.
end the world. Type.
Nah.
and it's always the
Subjugation is not
million
the end
over
of the
one.
world.
And it's always
Say that again.
Subjugation is not the end of the world.
tight.
It can be.
It can be. If you
definitely
read One
bring
Piece,
about-
if you read One Piece, you feel like subjugation's the end of
It
the
can
world.
be.
Freedom.
It's not,
It's
though.
freedom is subjugation.
That's
what you
I'm
mean?
saying.
No, again,
if you
because
free,
if you subjugate,
you ain't trying to hear about
you can
none of
still
that shit.
fight.
This from the
Sure.
nigga that's throwing niggas in the woods with the walls, bro.
Oh shit!
Going
Oh
to
shit!
With all the
Oh,
parameters where them niggas
no.
ain't getting out. He like,
That's
yo,
what we
bro, I
doing.
ain't gonna let them niggas get out.
That's what
But
we
they
doing today,
subjugated,
fellas.
so they alright. They reforming.
They not even subjugated. Them niggas need reform. Go
yeah, let's
in.
take the subject.
I'm ready to segue. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to
I
hear
opened the Scorpio
Spider-Man,
up.
Superman.
Yeah, that hat is jiggy, bro. That hat is hard.
I'm good. Yo, listen.
He's
out
getting
to-
turned up, and I was just like, that hat is fire.
Listen, man. I got a few things that I want to talk about, bro. That's not what we just talked about. Because we was just talking about black and white. Yeah, this motherfucker Kanye West had on a black Ku Klux Klan outfit. Eastside Boys, I'm here. Shout buddy, man. We gonna do a little segue. I got you. Look, we gonna give you a slight little intro. We spoke a lot. You know, first topic bled over. You know, niggas is very passionate about what they love. You know, if you looked at me this last 5 minutes, bruh. Fuck them all. Keep it a buck. All of them are white.
Yo,
every last one of them.
that's
Ain't
why we
Morales.
get-
like, yo,
Morales.
bro.
Miles Morales,
Right,
got
and that's
Black
why
Panther.
Spider-Man one of them niggas for me.
There's a lot of black
Dominicano.
superheroes.
But like I said, I'm Shy.
Let's mention, you know.
Alex to my left, Mike Cam Crew to my right, Fine Pom Po Cabo to my far right.
Yes,
We
sir,
here,
yes, sir.
episode 3. Happy April. We don't do April Fools over here. All my April babies. One of them is to my far right.
We on the way.
Congratulations. Y'all
It's
made
gonna
it
be
another
another
trip
lap.
around the sun. Hopefully, I don't want to, jinx you before your day, but I'm glad to be here.
Yes,
Glad
sir.
you here.
Shaking and rolling.
Aries season.
You already
Big
know.
Aries
I heard some retrogrades or whatever. There's something's in Aries.
it's all-
Nigga, be
yeah, it's a lot of
careful.
shit.
Whatever that means.
I mean,
Whatever that means,
I mean,
you know.
that shit. I mean,
You can tell me at
Be
the end.
insightful,
Tell me. You can
man.
tell me at the end. Let us know everything that's going on with that. there's some things about last episode too that I feel like I didn't clarify, especially with my shout outs and my sponsors. So I want to make sure I double shout out to Yankee Dink and Abi Fit. I doubled back today. I got the Scammy in the bag. I got the Yankee Dink in the bag. But make sure you follow them on Instagram, I believe. You can follow Sir Opulence or Abi Fit directly. And you could follow Yankee Dink directly. So if you look into them, look them up, show them some love and such thing of that nature. But let's jump right into that first topic because, listen, what's up with Kanye? Yo, I heard him talking to DJ Academics. Yeah. And it's like what he's saying. I hear he split up from his wife. Him and Bianca they're not even together.
Yeah, niggas confused.
Like, I feel like how long has that shit been going on? What is going on? Like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure when he brought her out to that award show and had her take off the dress, that
was the end.
I mean, she didn't really look like
she wanted to do that.
That
was the end, huh? That's crazy.
And then when the conversation got loud, I feel like, that was a good exit point for her.
I know she made it. She posted a tweet after that video dropped of Kanye talking to Academics saying, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Wait till more shit come out. And I'm like, yo, why are you commenting? Maybe that's what she's talking about, that they might split up and shit like that. But
Or, because... Man, I got a lot of theories.
You let me know, because I need to know the significance of this Ku Klux Klan outfit.
I got so mad
when I seen that shit. We was talking about reparations and shit
last week. I got so sick when I seen that shit, I couldn't watch it.
Well, I mean,
still haven't seen it
that
all the way through.
That I ain't gonna lie. No, I mean, shout out to the Geminis. Sick. Like, obviously, y'all aren't to that degree.
Crazy,
but I mean, he's trying to provoke. Like, it started with the Confederate flag, went to the swastika, and now we had the KKK. Shit. So it's like I see the through line there. Where he's going with that, I think he's trying to push the lines to see how acceptable y'all are gonna take him. Because honestly, I listened to the Bully album, and that album is so far from the energy of what he's giving out right now. Like, it's such a peaceful, beautiful thing to listen to in the morning. It doesn't seem like the same nigga could have done that. And it almost feels like he's doing some fucking weird experiment where he's like, let me just try to be so polar opposite.
But there's a song on there he's singing to Bianca, right? There's a song on there called Bianca.
Nah, that's the new shit that he's supposed to drop late. You talking about
he always updates this
I'm
shit.
Thinking that this shit dropped already.
He dropped the list. I seen it earlier.
But the thing with his shorty, I feel like his shorty's been not saying anything this whole time to set up to say everything.
It could be because she looks and sounds like she is ready to unleash.
Yeah, and that's
scary.
I mean, bad for him.
Honestly.
Good for her.
That's scary.
Kanye West is my guy, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck what that nigga's saying.
His person,
niggas need to stop putting so much weight on these celeb. Fuck him.
His person. A lot of these niggas.
I don't care what the fuck he's saying, bro. I don't care what he. None
if
of
I
that
looked
shit
at a
don't
lot of
matter,
their person, I wouldn't listen to music.
I say that you don't
I
care.
feel like that nigga is broken, and he been broken.
We on the clock, y'all.
Died, and it's okay.
Respect.
Some people go through that, but his shit is just broadcasted for everybody to see, and niggas is harboring on his words like them shits mean something. I don't give a fuck what he said.
Yeah, I feel like niggas forget that, like, niggas had empathy for him. Like, he was a sick person a couple years ago. Then he was a crazy person. And it's like, yo, first off, he's a dude.
Regular guy.
He's just a dude.
Like, going through shit.
Like, there's niggas who are hate speeching on Twitter, like, every 15 seconds. It's just that his hate speech just has a lot of different reclicks, like, which our obsession with celebrity, I think, pushes celebrity to the brinks of derangement, bro. I don't think fame is something of health. I don't think it's healthy to be famous. You know what I mean? You need community. Like, black people need community. Damon Wayans was on Shannon Sharp, and I didn't watch the whole thing, but he was talking about how, like, when blacks make it, it's almost as if the strategy of the industry that they're making it in is to separate this person from their family, community, put them to where they're the only one. Now they only got agents and money managers, and no one around them looks like them. And it's like, it just told, like, if you want to think of it from an African cosmology perspective, we are stronger when we're together.
Yes,
as a community,
strength in numbers.
And if I need to excel in capitalism by separating from what, like, my appendages, like, it's just it's nasty business. And I feel like you know what I mean, when you think about that and remember, like, Kanye to me was the massive collaboration. That's what he stood for. And now it's like I feel like he's pushing everybody away, and it's more sad for me to see. I just wish that people would show empathy.
I don't think he trusts anybody. He's in a space where he feels safer and more comfortable within his little realm.
Yeah, and I just want to offer compassion, not to say that I think justify any shit like Alex says. To give a fuck too much makes no sense. Like, we all got our own lives to live, rent to pay, But like, I feel like I said this the other day. If we were outside and you saw a homeless nigga bugging out, and if a homeless dude went behind like a shed, and then Bully came out.
Like, you hearing,
Bully came out.
Let's give credit to the
and like, we didn't know that homeless nigga, and then that nigga just started making some beautiful music out of nowhere. I guarantee you that nigga would be exploited within a week. Niggas would go videotape this nigga, record him, repost him. He'd get signed. Niggas wouldn't be caring about his mental health at all. Niggas would take everything they could from the genius that they saw and the imbalance. Like, niggas be signing artists that are crackheads who can paint all the time.
All the time.
Because they know that them niggas ain't stable. Like, just so niggas could be handled like Britney Spears. So it's like, it's a very wicked game. And I think a lot of consumers just take the music and look at the nigga that they showing and be like,
shit, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Some of them didn't even do drugs before they got this little sponsorship and got this little partnership with whoever you talking about. A lot of them fed the motherfuckers the drug. You got a little bit of an artist block, you got a little bit of a writer's block. So take this to take the edge off. And once you get hooked one time, shit is like that fucking dog food.
Especially when you alone.
Especially when you alone, you ain't got no
Especially
community.
when you create the art that make you all your money.
That sound like Basquiat. I feel like Basquiat went through that shit a lot.
Hanging out with Andy Warhol and everybody loves that relationship, but like,
interesting.
I feel like this is a good segue to talk about like how y'all niggas feel about this segregation shit that they bringing back. I feel like this
that they bringing back.
You ain't know they bringing back segregation.
Absolutely not. Did not. This is brand.
We would love to know what you're talking about.
I need to know.
Yeah, I ain't know that
we would love to know what you're talking about.
Like exactly. Elon Musk. That sounds like an Elon Musk thing.
Where's segregated at? Like, that's my.
Again, it's not. It's what they did was they changed the rule to make it so that states is now in control of. I don't want to misstate, but I know this. I know the basics of it. I haven't read into it because I'm not gonna lie. I don't give a fuck. They segregate is going to be better.
You see how I'm reacting?
That's something you should definitely.
Yeah, but it's good to know. It'd be good to know. But I feel you. But you're informing us.
Like when it happens, like I was talking about it. The reason why it's not such as big of a thing here. I was talking about it with somebody, and she was telling me that the same shit that y'all saying, like y'all didn't know. And I was saying the reason why people in New York don't know, well, niggas in New York, is because we live in like a mixed bunch. It's like we already so mixed up. It's like
it'll be hard to implement it.
Whereas in like down south areas and places like that, they
Texas,
have like
nigga.
white areas where it's all white people.
It's like a state to state regulatory thing. Like,
yeah, like you can regulate it yourself, your state, but. The thing about it
regulate what exactly?
Yeah, segregation.
Whether or not
you
want to have whether or not you want to be
no,
segregated.
I did hear something.
You could tell them, you could say, hey, this is white only, or hey, this is black only. You can.
I did hear that they were repealing a lot of the laws that, like, after the Civil War, that had us, that basically took us from being on a state by state and had us more federal. Like, a lot of that Doge is him kind of dismantling what would have made us a cohesive unit, and I can see where it's like now every state. Now do that for yourself. Make your own decisions.
Yeah, but that's what I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie. What they doing, like, it seemed like it's gonna be like bad for us, but really and truly, all of these things is gonna end up being excellent for the black community.
Absolutely,
it can be if we use it to
it's all about utility. If we have to understand what's happening, so that way we can be informed.
I'm glad you're here informing us on it, because there's probably mad people who don't know that they reacting the same way to it. Like,
and also I
had no idea that was happening. I'm glad you just said
this.
That.
I know like small levels of it, especially since we had the election, like the mandatory. You have to have a certain amount of diverse people in your job and shit like that. That's done. You don't need that no more. You don't have to pay. You don't have that equal pay shit. If you don't have the experience, I don't have to give you none of that shit that you talking about, bro. I could pay you based off of how I feel now. All that market shit that you was talking about. Yo, listen, this is what we offering for this job. This is what I'm offering you, and this is it.
Guarantee.
Like all that, I got a match and shit. Like Trump got rid of all of that shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
They thought that it was gonna hurt like black people and African Americans. It mostly hurt the people who DI was helping. Which all of the stuff that we get, that we fight for, that our people fought for, other people use it way more than us. And
I'll say this to what you're saying.
Just like listen, when they did the affirmative action and they took away they stopped making it so that you get in off of like the same thing, like ethnic quota, so people could get into colleges. They stopped that. You know who percentages went down? Asians. They stopped DEI. You know who percentage of working is going down? White women. We already had to work twice as hard to get the same jobs. We already know. We extra qualified.
At this point,
when anybody you see inside of any of them positions, they not they extra qualified.
I was gonna say, like, this is the part that ties into why it's a positive. But it's only a positive if we understand collectively that, like,
this is happening.
We've been undervalued, and that, like, collectively our value is something that we can leverage more. Because, like, it's like when the DEI went away, then all these airplanes start going down. And a lot of that is because, like, black, LGBTQ, like, you started just getting rid of people just on some, nah. And it's like, you don't even know if that motherfucker was the only nigga who know how to use this computer. Like, there was no due diligence. And I feel like, so yes, you got displaced, but I think there's an opportunity for you to reevaluate who you are.
Listen.
In all the chaos, disruption is always where innovation lives. Like Steve Jobs, anybody that's ever been to what you think is successful in the last, like, 100 years, it's because they disrupted a market of status quo. If things are moving around and things are shifting, it can be scary, which is why I fuck with what Alex is saying. And it's like, you have to really have the mind state of accepting the fact that the universe is naturally chaotic and that it's your job to just assume your own position in all of this movement. You can really make something out of the fact that nothing is stable.
That's true.
Nothing is stable.
I've been thinking about this shit a lot because I was thinking about the reason why, like how they tricked us with desegregation and how our great grandparents and all of our ancestors didn't understand the outcome in which they were producing. Because I feel I talked about this like the other day. Because all you have to do is this: if our money circulate within ourselves, it's gonna multiply. That's what's gonna build black towns, which was thriving. But it's an easy way to do that. If I come burn your store down and then say, nah, y'all could come shop in my store, then what's gonna happen? You don't got no other store to go to. So now you're going to come shop at my store. The bank said, no, I'm not giving you your money for your insurance that you had. So you're done. Now it's just like all of our money just keep on going out of our community, Oh, yeah,
hold on. Can I segue? We was talking about this the other day, 19 Keys blockchain. I met this dude, Dante, the other night. Shout out to Dante. I'm not going to say the name of the app that you're developing, but also young black man developing an app from scratch.
That's dope.
Gangster. And it's all about like art, like, let's say, like, I want to do a photo shoot or something. We want to do a podcast, and it's like, and it was like, basically, there was money coming in. Basically, you can create smart contracts to kind of like allow legitimate business among 3 different independent contracting entrepreneurs.
If that's what he's doing, don't get too much. I'm
not going to get too much into it. But the capability of how blockchain
think they ain't listening. They are listening.
But the opportunity of how blockchain can allow community to build, like, again, like
actual business.
He was talking about like building a city like Tulsa back in the day. It might be harder to do that with real estate now, but like any type of economic value, whether that's like cash, like. We used to have credit unions in the hood. You know what I mean? Which I feel like was something that you did when you didn't have, if you couldn't just go in on land, you go in on a credit union. So it's like this value doesn't live in real estate, but it lives in this kind of more systematic money that you can kind of pull out. That money can go straight to your community. This credit union is built for this neighborhood. I think if we could build that on a blockchain where, like, black people from our clique could link up with some niggas in Atlanta, link up with some niggas out, have our own coalition of, you know what I mean? That money kind of lives in this blockchain real estate.
I get it. Like I said, these ideas,
and it's a lot. It's like, what would the business be? Like, there's a lot of things that go in between.
There's a lot of things that go into it.
But the technological capability of not having that need to be on the same land,
right?
But just think on the same idea, build in that way through like things like blockchain and stuff, I think is very new.
That's very innovative.
And I think for us as black people, like, we need to learn how to code and or at least understand this new technology, AI, all of these things, because that's how
we need to understand.
That's how we leverage what Alex is talking about.
To be on top. I'm hesitant. I stay away from like all we got to do and this is easy and shit like that. I don't think anything worth doing is never that easy.
That's true.
It might seem like it might seem simple in some ways to start up or to keep something flowing. Like the idea of it is very doable, and I'm with that. I don't want to be like the negative Nancy. If it's worth doing, that's not gonna be that easy.
Hard.
Trying to convince that nigga the next.
It's gonna be hard.
Everyday nigga, like this, what we gonna do? This is what we need to do.
No convincing, but come to Eastside Minds where we're having the discussions and the conversations.
Sit down, bro. I'm telling you.
And then if you're down, we're gonna come to some plan of actions because plan of actions will need to happen soon for those who want to lock in.
You hear when you fucking with the crew. That's the type of shit you hear when we fucking with the crew. We ready to talk about some sports, man?
Sure, man.
We ready to segue into some little bit of sports because I ain't gonna lie, shit a little crazy. Juju broke her fucking kneecap. I said she wasn't gonna win, and she damn sure didn't win in anything. Like she did win AP Player of the Year, so shout out to Juju. But that shit fucked me up. Notre Dame lost. They lost to Van Lith and then lost, and Van Lith lost to Madison Booker. It's like I knew they was gonna get chopped by Texas.
I mean, and Juju lost, but I ain't gonna lie. Like I think it's you sit down a year in college where you got a lot of guaranteed NIL. You get to kind of get stronger, get right.
I think it works for USC because now she could stay another year. I was just talking about this with Nikki yesterday. You could stay another year now. Like, I'm getting NIL money. What am I in a rush to go to the league for? Let Paige go this year. This is her third year. Let Paige go.
She might make more bread.
I think the only thing that sucks is just like
I don't want to play for whoever the last place team is.
It's the stat chasing. The stat, like if she was chasing stats, I think that's what sucks. Like if she misses games and her point totals can't go up, she could have probably smoked Caitlin Clark's record if she had all her games.
Yeah, she could still do it next year though. She could do all of that same shit next year. That same points. Single season points in a season.
She could do that, but she can't do like her total career. Well, was she ever been able to be?
Nah, I mean your career is not over.
But she not gonna have the amount of. Didn't Caitlin get an extra year because of that COVID shit?
And if that's the case, that gives Juju even more time. If she gets an extra year, if she did an extra year, thinking about it the wrong way. If Caitlin Clark did 5 years and it's a cumulative of 5 years, that means I get 5 years to do the same thing you did.
But they're not gonna give me 5 years. I don't get a COVID year.
I mean, I got hurt. So me coming back next year, you talking about the eligibility thing, because she's already done 2 years.
And I'm just talking about her accumulative NCAA stats. Like Caitlin Clark's probably, like for her college career, number-wise, points is probably insane.
I think she's number 1 in terms of total points.
Yeah. I'm saying I lost games because I'm going to go to the draft. The minute that I get to play ball again, I'm going to do a little USC shit. I'm going to fucking.
My only thing is she only lost. She lost what? 2 games.
You think she's coming back to start the season?
So this is why I brought up that she could stay another year. If she doesn't, then she gets another year of eligibility.
Word?
That's how this works. NIL, so until you play all 4 years, until you've actually stepped on the court for 4 years.
So the play is more than the school. I thought it was like you just be a freshman, sophomore.
No, you gotta
fuck about school.
You gotta
you
play.
Playing ball. We don't give a fuck about school.
Like, I can go back to school right now and play all 4 years in a college because I never played. So I have all 4 years of eligibility.
That's why they talking about these 30-year-olds in the tournament.
Yes, that's why they talking about all these 8-year seniors. Van Lith went from one school to another, so she got more eligibility. Like, all right, you get an extra year or so. You just left from this school, now you're going to this school. Anybody out there that understands how that NIL and the transfer and all that shit works out, please educate me. If I'm saying anything wrong, by all means, hit me up. But under what I've gathered from this, that's how that shit is working. Yeah, that's how you got Van Lith, who we just lost to Notre Dame because she's been in the fucking league for like 6 years.
You break it down and anybody break it down because that shit is confusing. That shit, college,
that's business.
College shit is crazy.
Like Caitlin definitely did 5 joints.
But what if they finished school? Like they finished school, they got whatever they was doing.
Yeah, like if there's no more class. I'm just saying
you are eligible,
but the sports,
to play.
I'm just saying the sports is so much more.
Reiterate that. All right,
what about the academics?
We don't fuck about that bullshit. Bro, listen, Derrick Rose had a nigga take an SAT for him. We ain't care about
I know, but that was
academics.
I mean, I'm kind of happy for them, but it's like that's ringing, then ain't it? Like that.
Yeah.
That's
makes
It's like we made it legal to have ringers.
College universities, this is disgusting work about your business model. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all niggas ain't about education.
Y'all can stay at Duke for 6 years as long as y'all get money for me.
That's crazy.
Essentially.
But Juju could pass her in points.
And cumulative points. That's what I was saying. You gotta add them up from season to season.
Well, she have to go. She have to go even harder in these next 2 seasons that she have. Because she only have 2 seasons underneath her belt.
Right.
And she got 17,000 points.
Okay.
And Caitlin Clark got 39,51.
And in 5 years.
No, 4.
She only did 4 years?
4.
And she has how many points?
Damn.
3,951.
3,951 points total.
Yeah, total.
And Juju has how many points total? 1,700?
1,700.
And she lost a couple of games this year. Listen, I still think she could do it. She could up her points.
Yeah, she have to up her points per game. She have to
I think she's able to do it. Listen, you seen that commercial? Just do it. Just win.
That shit hard.
They don't want you to do it. Just do it.
That shit hard.
I think it's a little cheesy, but however you get these women some shine,
there we go.
Just get it.
I ain't gonna lie. Nike's gonna have to be the ones.
Yo,
it was up to. That's what I'm saying.
28 for her career.
Nike marketing.
She could have passed her for a single season this year if she'd have kept playing. I know that.
Right.
But I think now it's Paige can do it or some funny shit like that. It's always somebody can do it after.
One of them Spanish girls is leaving Notre Dame.
Yes, Olivia Miles says I'm out. Like, we was talking about it. They had her on the bench. She got like 3 or 4 fouls, and the coach was just leaving her there. She played 20-something minutes. She's your best player. Get me out of here. R.J. Lewis, best player. Fucking what's that? St. John's. Yo, you benching me? He was shooting bad. Rick Pitino. He benched his best player for the last 8 minutes of the game, and they lost. Yeah. It's not like it's not like the rest of my team is playing well.
No, I'm not going.
All these motherfuckers is missing. I'm the best thing on the team. I'm out of here.
Shit. Good.
I'm not going to say
you a dickhead. I'm out. I can see me spazzing. Okay.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to speak to this particular situation because I didn't watch that game and Rick Pitino fucked up. But I just feel like it's got to be crazy now to be a coach. You can't hold no player accountable. Nigga could just walk out the door.
Yes.
Nigga just walk out the door.
I ain't
gonna lie, y'all generation. I don't want to be that old head, but y'all motherfuckers be, bro. Y'all niggas can't hold no water, bro. At the end of the day, the way I was coached, the way I talk to people now, I could already tell that y'all motherfuckers could have never been coached the way that I was coached, bro. I feel like out of love, sometimes you need fury to push. Y'all motherfuckers don't push yourselves. Y'all niggas is ready to leave. I'm out. Now, some of y'all niggas are transferring the minute y'all lose in a tournament.
Yes.
You ain't trying to build with none of these niggas.
No.
Ain't no camaraderie, ain't no brethren. What is... that shit is nasty, bro.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Dissect it because that coach is probably a bad coach.
That's interesting.
I mean, that's Rick Pitino.
That's a possibility.
I think Rick Pitino is old school. bro.
I'm gonna yell at you.
I'm gonna yell at y'all, and you might have been my best player on my team, but you could have been moving this. I don't want to shit on the generation, but a lot of y'all be prima donnas, especially a lot of y'all AAU. You was the man, you 5-star, you all this, all that. I'm trying to rein you in the whole year, and it's all right, bet. You think I ain't gonna sit you in this last game, you dumbass? Sit your ass down.
Yo.
Rick is used to 10 years ago where it's you sitting that nigga down, you got the summer to bring that nigga's confidence back up. And then now he's back outside. Now that kid's gonna be like, "Fuck you, Rick," and I'm out.
I'm out.
It sounds like a bad. As I'm saying, it sounds like a bad coaching decision. It sounds personal.
I think it's tough.
You take it. That's what I'm saying. That sounds very personal.
There's only certain things I could do as a coach. There's only certain things I could do. When you go out there, I can't control what you do. All I can control is your minutes.
But I'm with all of that. When the rest of my team is playing terrible. To bench the best player.
How is that good basketball? Right.
I'm saying depends on what's happening.
If that's bad basketball.
But if this player was, again, I'm just speaking conjecturally. If this player's out of pocket, then it is personal, and I have to discipline you.
Okay, I don't think he was out of pocket in any way.
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know what it was.
I
don't know why.
I get what you're saying. If the circumstances presented itself for a nigga to be benched,
a coach benches because a coach has 4 things that he can do in a game.
Right. I'm telling you, the Olivia Miles, the Miles chick,
that one.
She was on the bench too long. You could come up with 1,000 reasons that she could have got to the bench and said, "Yo, you are an idiot." And 5 minutes after that, and I'd have seen the score, I'd have been like, And
I'm not here to say that it couldn't be that side.
I know what you're saying.
Because I also feel like I'm saying I think it's tougher.
I get both sides.
I think it's tougher for coaches, and I think they might be losing sleep and you're tweaking, and you might make the wrong decision because you don't have the same nigga. Coach K could have did whatever he wanted to any of them. It don't matter.
Losing sleep is an understatement.
I'm saying Jason. I don't care what star you are. I'm Coach K. None of these coaches get to have that weight no more. Like kids used to be, parents used to. I know, but you can't. You can't build a program. No, you can't. Can't build a program.
Niggas will leave.
Ain't nobody staying. That's why Coach K left immediately. Coach K left the minute these kids started. A lot of these niggas
the with
minute
this NIL,
y'all niggas start,
not even the one and done. It was the NIL. The one and done thing to me was the last straw for Coach K. He's like, all right, I could deal with this for a little bit.
Yeah, because he had.
But now we gotta pay you. We good now. Whoa.
Imagine the other end of that, and you gotta stay there. Like your coach is giving you hell. You're on the bench, and you gotta stay there.
But again, there's a lot of players who've gone through that. Like Kenyon Martin talks about how Bob Huggins put him through hell, but that made him a pro. That nigga stands by that heat. Again, you had niggas who were built and ready to go through war because they knew they would come out strong on the other side. There is no ducking that. Right now, the fact that you could duck so easily, no one's standing in the fire. No one's standing in the fire now, and it's a personal choice. Nigga could treat you but you could see the way he treated me is, you know what? That he's challenging me.
Right.
Or he's shitting on, like, it's however you want to treat it. And I just think in this generation, everybody think they're getting shitted on all the fucking time. And it's like, yo, sometimes you gotta knuck up, bro.
You gotta buck up for sure. But a lot of these old school type of dudes,
they might be tweaking too.
They need to start open up their eyes, open up their mind. You gotta balance this shit out. Because if you just gonna go into a season, into a job, into a project, whatever you're doing, saying it's gonna be my way or the highway, in today's economy, bro, if you got it, then good luck. If not, you gotta reap those consequences.
Absolutely agree, because I'm sure Rick wanted to win. So I'm sure that he would have loved to have found another way to make that happen. And it's like, you got to figure it out in this landscape.
Got to figure that shit out. That shit crazy. But yeah, man, college, damn, shit made me want to suit up. That shit made me want to suit up.
Hella niggas your age out there, bro.
You had like 30 racks too, cousin. You had a lot of buckets on that ball I seen in the crib. How many
that's a fact. But that to me, that's high school. That's different. Yeah,
hey, nigga,
that's
let's
a different
talk
ball
about
game.
that.
I tell people all the time, like, if I would have been able to finish my senior year in school at Rice, I might not even be sitting here with y'all today. Like, I might be a different person altogether. Like, I could have been a part of the last graduating class in Rice High School. And it's like,
shout out to Rice.
That's one of the things that
classic.
I think about all the time. Like, especially hearing the aftermath, like hearing how my parents spoke about my boarding school experience and shit like that. And it's like, to hear such a negative tone to it. And it's like knowing that, like, yo, y'all put me in that situation. Now, granted, I will own up and take accountability in the fact that if I didn't maximize or, all of my chances, or you make the best of my opportunity, that's on me. I don't want to, project. I don't want to point fingers. I don't want to deflect and none of that shit like that. But speaking on how that shit fucked me up and how that shit was, how them white folks messed me up and all the white ninjas, this, that, and the third, it's like, I was sent right back into that fire. And I could have been here in the city, finished out in the hood. I could have started my actual, like, real life shit a lot sooner, because I wouldn't recommend boarding school for nobody from me. No, I wouldn't recommend that shit for nobody. I just wouldn't, unless you know the situation, unless that kid has a very strong support system and you're going to be able to, like, to go visit him, see him, him or her, or they, they got different pronouns now.
Respectfully,
whatever your child identifies as, like, if you're not there to support them, to just send them into that fire, if you got the kid for that, bless you, but I wouldn't do that.
I mean, yeah, somebody that also went to boarding school, but also, like, requested it because it was a chance to breathe from, like, under my mother's grip. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot.
That shit is a lot.
It's a shock for sure. I don't know if I would have. I mean, I made that same decision out of negligence. I don't know if I would have made that same decision potentially. I don't know. But yeah. That's
a nice little conclusion to that segment. I ain't even gonna lie. we got some basketball tonight too. We're gonna talk about
Lakers,
a little bit more basketball.
Warriors.
We got Steph and LeBron
I
playing
heard them
tonight.
tickets is $300 starting.
Like in the nosebleeds. To me, that's cheap. I ain't even gonna lie.
Nah,
New York Knicks tickets.
Luka Doncic.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
New York Knicks tickets are actually
for that in the nosebleeds,
are actually ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like to pay. Like we don't have Luka. We don't have LeBron.
we don't.
Got Cat.
This
We
is
ain't
New
got
York
Brunson.
City. Cool.
We ain't got
Madison
Brunson.
Square
But
Garden. Cool. Yo, bro, them
that-
tickets. This is a normal ass fucking night on a Tuesday.
With no Brunson.
Like-
they robbing niggas.
Nigga, it's Cameron Payne starting.
I ain't gonna lie, but you see how everybody reacting to building, man. The shit be jumping.
I ain't
in
paying
the
for
garden,
them.
man.
I ain't paying for these other
All
niggas
of the-
sitting next to me.
No, I'm talking about the event, nigga.
Nah, I
All of
feel
the
you. I feel
players
what you're
want to
saying.
play in the garden. The
I
Mecca,
feel like
let's
if I'm
get it.
paying for,
Like,
if I'm seeing Steph in the garden, I feel you. I pay. I know what that
whoever,
is. That price
Steph,
is that
Braun,
price.
they all want to play in the
Trae
garden,
Young,
nigga.
Not Trae Young. No.
I want. Why
Trae Young
not?
is dogging.
What?
They're
He's
seven
about to give
seed.
up 50 or something. You gonna see him?
Nigga,
you a
nigga
Trae
might
Young
give me
fan-
18-8, bro. I'm saying, like,
If
what?
you a Trae Young fan, he's about to show out tonight.
Bro, I'm just saying that there's no
You
cheap.
wanna
Like
see it.
Shaw's point is that there's no cheap ticket in the garden,
They cheaper than $300.
and we're not. And we're not the Lakers.
I'm saying it's not that far
Like,
on a Tuesday.
If I had Steph, if I'm the Warriors and Steph Curry
I
is
think
on
them
the court,
prices
no
in the
matter
Garden
what, like
are
whoever plays.
ridiculous. Like on
I mean,
a
I went to the Garden
Tuesday.
before.
Yeah, for the
How much you
talent.
pay for
What,
that?
$300, bro. That shit was probably like $1 something,
What?
$1.20, $1.30. The Garden.
When was that?
Yeah. Yo.
Preseason?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
but how much?
I don't think it's the same price in preseason for a regular
Hell no.
$300.
Hell no.
man.
My
How
homegirl
much
gave
is
me a
it?
preseason ticket.
And
for
I'm not
some
saying it's
faucet.
300 exactly.
That
I'm
shit
saying
is-
it's not that far off on a Tuesday, like on a regular.
yet.
I'm kind of
night.
trying to say that.
And I'm saying that, like,
It might be. Listen, I accept. I welcome and accept being
The
wrong.
point though is that there's no one on the Knicks that's Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, LeBron James, or Luka Doncic.
And that
There's no
shit
one
is a
even
buck
close.
80,
No one
like-
even close.
Let's
All
see,
four
man.
of
Damn.
them niggas is there tonight. All four
I know
of
it's
these
in the
niggas.
Garden. That shit is expensive.
And I'm
but-
saying, if I'm a Laker fan, Luka Doncic and LeBron James is on this court every
That's a
time.
lot.
Steph
lot
Curry,
of
Jimmy Butler, every time I'm gonna see one of them niggas here tonight, bro. Like, yo, Jalen Brunson ain't even playing, bro. It's OG Anunoby. Like, I don't even know he paid that nigga that much, bro.
from 50 to a band, they say.
$50. That's the cheapest ticket.
$50.
All right.
All right, that's cool.
Okay.
You feel
That's
me? Like,
yeah, that's
come
cool.
on, bro.
Wait,
That's-
what?
that's
Wait,
not
but
bad
so
for the
bands
Garden.
not the most expensive.
Nah, one ticket
For
is
premium
$1.90.
seats.
Say that again.
What are you
$1.90.
looking on?
Nah, I just now Googled it. Nigga, it says New York Knicks tickets can range wildly in the price from around $50 for less desirable seats
Yeah, nah,
to
that's bullshit,
over
'cause-
$1,000.
Yeah, I
for
was about to say I don't think
premium
that's true
seats.
because 1,000 ain't even that ain't even.
12.
That's not. Yeah.
That's not even a high
Says
grade.
an average ticket here says $150 to $300.
Yeah. Average ticket.
Yeah,
The average ticket price can range from $150 to $300.
Yeah,
That makes
this is
sense.
the only thing they got in that shit. $1.90. Row 12.
who they playing?
Regular night,
Who they
right?
playing?
Who they playing?
I think this is they playing.
Scroll down. Nah, down. The other way. Oh, it should say at the top. Wherever this it's right underneath that. Hit that X.
This not even the right shit.
Niggas, that's not even the right shit. All right, well, I mean, it's fall off. I'll take that. At the end of the day, we'll figure it out at the end of the show. But yeah, $300 sounds about right. You got Luka and LeBron against Steph. This might be one of the last times they play.
And
They gonna
Jimmy.
pump that for the next
Yo,
2 years.
bro,
This
so
is
they
the
can
last
get
time
this
they gonna
money.
play.
Yo, did I not say that shit? Yo?
They gonna pump that shit for the next
They
like
about
3
to-
joints.
listen.
Bro, that
And they
might
right,
be
they
the last
right.
time
They
the
the
4-5. That might be the
They
4-5.
right, though.
I don't think Adam Silver wants that,
The
but
4-5 matchup?
Yeah.
Nah, I think the Lakers see what the Grizzlies are doing. They're trying to play the Grizzlies
Yes.
in the first round
Yes.
immediately. And I think, especially because of the Warriors and shit, how they played, the Warriors are 5 now. So I think whoever's 4, I think is Denver at the moment. So I think it's gonna be Denver and Golden State in the first round.
I don't like that either. I want Golden State to play some money young first. I feel like I'm thinking Adam Silver TV wise. Like I want Jokic, I want LeBron in like a second or a third round. I don't want them in the first round. I don't want to lose one of those two that early. It's like I don't want to lose LeBron. It's one of the last times that them two niggas for sure are gonna really. Actually, I don't know if that's
Let's
true.
get it.
This nigga's taking pay cuts. LeBron taking pay
Right, I
cuts.
heard LeBron took a pay cut so they could do their thing.
Interviewing
50
Steve Nash,
50
talking
million.
about, yo, you got Steve Nash like, hey man,
I was hoping nobody brought that up.
He's like, hey,
so
talk to me,
upset
cousin.
about that.
What
Yo,
you mean,
y'all
Steve
have to
Nash?
understand
No,
What you mean?
how
I said the
angry.
same thing, nigga.
How angry.
You not playing
What
no
you
ball.
mean,
I
bro?
am that
You
this
not-
nigga is
you not
still
paying no
doing
ball.
podcasts.
Mind the
in
game.
middle
First off,
of
I ain't
the
gonna lie.
playoffs,
You
boy.
know he
gotta-
had to do it.
Nah, you
We
didn't
did.
Last
have
time
to.
I did
You
it,
didn't have
we
to.
hired the nigga that we.
But
It looked
exactly
like
why you
exactly.
didn't have
no,
to
I
do
need to
it.
make it look like this is a show I was doing. I just so happened to hire that guy. I didn't know, like, because he keeps saying like I didn't get JJ. I didn't pick JJ.
Oh, man.
I didn't
Right,
pick
right,
JJ.
right. I'm cool with all
So
that.
now it's like,
Why
oh, I got
couldn't it
Steve
wait?
Nash.
Why couldn't it wait till the
Why couldn't it
summertime?
wait?
Right.
I don't know why.
Ain't
he does
nothing on
I don't know
TV
why he
in
does
the
it during
summer.
season. I
Nothing's
don't know
on
why he
TV
does
in
it
the
during the
summer.
season.
Why couldn't it wait?
You could play.
I also
Part of me
know-
feels like you don't believe you can win.
I also feel like it was
Like,
just on
you
the
could
heels.
blame this
It
on
makes
that.
me feel like Stephen A. Pat McAfee
Oh,
dropped this
Disney.
show, bro.
Disney.
Yes. Listen.
OD.
Disney
I think
bag.
I told y'all it should gotta be some type of cahoots because
Oh, yeah.
what in the holy heck is happening in that regard?
Yo, the minute that
See, we've been going to church.
heck.
We've been going to church a little bit more. I'm trying.
Yeah, it
Yo,
worked. It worked. It
that's
worked.
right.
yeah,
It worked.
I am not because it's some bullshit, bro. Yo, why did LeBron even do that to Stephen A. Smith the day he got the deal? The day he got
Why
the
was
deal,
it-
the day the deal that Stephen A's $100 million deal got announced is the day that LeBron went in the
Blacked
third
on
quarter
him.
and blacked on him.
Why was it
And
the
then it's
third
been a
quarter?
media buzz. Like it's just been media moves for 2 weeks evident. Like, oh, LeBron James is out here doing podcasts during the
Disney
season.
bag.
Like it's Disney, bro. It's Disney, bro.
It's something.
Disney said,
That
push the button.
shit
Like, yo,
hurts.
go talk to that man tonight.
That shit hurts my soul.
Disney
Like
bag.
this
You
has
know,
been
they gotta
some of the
make it
most
glitter and
disrespectful basketball in a minute. I feel like
So much money.
we focus
All
so
the
much
money.
on like the trade is the most exciting thing that happened all year.
long.
Besides that, it's just been disrespect. Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Even
though.
the trades were disrespectful. We just enjoyed them.
I do feel like LeBron James podding right now is because like I think this is like the easiest type of basketball I could play at 40 right now.
See,
Like I'm not gonna lie, when I watch
don't like that
maybe
at
I'm
all,
biased because I watched him talk with
is,
Steve
though.
Nash.
Nah, I agree with
so,
that.
So I fed into the
This is how
LeBronism.
no,
Yo, but bro,
I-
no lie.
I don't like it,
Like
but it's
LeBron
true.
getting the ball on like a Luka pass LeBron weak side. And it's
Oh,
like, yo, LeBron
wide
not taking
open,
no
bro.
time. He's just downhill immediately. I've never seen that before.
Yo,
and it's
bro.
like, don't nobody got no defense for that. Low key. Like, yo, who?
you niggas ain't used to it yet.
Like,
so
yo,
they
what we
can't have a
doing?
defense
And
for
it's
it.
like, if you get used to it, it's LeBron.
I'm saying
It's just such a great position for them to be in. I feel like he was flexing when I watched the Steve Nash. Like, I feel like, yo, bro, I got
See,
Luka.
that's what
I watched it because I thought Luka was going to be on.
Chill,
The way he
bro.
said it. Because
Oh,
Luka
that'd
Doncic
be
it said
terrible.
LeBron
Yo,
James,
bro.
Steve Nash,
You gonna-
Luka Doncic. I'm
No.
like, oh, you
I
got
ain't
Luka
gonna
on
lie.
the show.
Confuse him
I would have
too.
been,
He just got
bro.
here.
That'd have been it for me. I'd have came over here.
Right.
I would have came over here blacking. I would have.
Like, we definitely not winning now. We got
I don't
Luka
know. I
not
feel
paying
like
attention to
both
the
of our
game
best
either.
players are
Like-
now podcasting and
All right.
are not taking
On a
this
basketball
time.
level, or on a basketball level, I see what you're saying. But I also feel like Luka got to do that for LA. Like,
Luka got to do what?
talk.
He don't got to talk on his podcast.
Nah,
with
he gotta
LeBron
talk to
James
the
right
That's
now.
one of the
media,
best
like-
places to talk, though.
Why? He
wow.
can do that
LeBron-
later.
Because I'm LeBron James.
Why-
I know we can
Nah,
do it
'cause
all.
the media-
Oh, we can do it all. No,
Nah,
I'm saying
the
talk with
media-
me.
yeah.
Talk with me.
Nigga
I
said,
get it
"Talk
now.
with
I
me."
get what Cuz
He
saying
talk
now.
like me. Nah,
Because
bruh,
the
I
media
feel
is
what you
going to try to
saying,
Also,
scorch
and I'm LeBron James. I own a
Like the
production
media
company,
might try
nigga.
to
Yo,
scorch
she'll talk
niggas.
with me.
So he
and
get
Maverick.
to get off his Luka magic here. He get to do whatever.
Learn
is
English
clever.
better. Get your English up.
Feel me?
With
'Cause
me.
The media is
Steve
going
Nash,
fuck
you
with
right.
No. Go to
Steve Nash
practice.
here?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Go
no, you right.
play.
I never
No, you're
left
right.
that
You're
premise.
Go rest
You're right.
up.
Never
Y'all
left
had
that
8
premise,
games
cousin.
in
You're right.
7
I
nights or
never-
whatever the fuck y'all was complaining about.
Listen, I
y'all
just-
going on the court lackadaisical. You can't run from one end to the other. You got
Oh,
Jared
shit.
Vanderbilt
I
playing
didn't see
center,
that, cuz.
LeBron playing center, Jackson
Oh,
Hayes
shit.
playing
I did-
center. At some point, let's just
I did
rest
see
up
that.
for the next game, huh? Because at the end of the day,
Who's
what kind of
playing
defense
center?
are we playing knowing that I just spent all night last night talking to Steve Nash? That nigga don't play no fucking defense.
Man, I'm
You
drinking
can't
red.
tell
I'm
me
drinking red
shit
wine.
about
I'm drinking
defense.
Red Wine ain't gonna help you play no fucking defense.
Nah.
Steve Nash not helping you play no fucking defense. All that shit y'all was
No.
talking about. What part of that segment? That shit was like 45 minutes long, Mike. I watched it. What part of that niggas was talking about defense?
Nah, no,
Did they
What we
talk-
talking about? Them
he
niggas
talking about the
no
flex.
defense.
He like,
Let's talk
I'm
about
gonna
this
come off the
pop out
flex.
pass.
Pop right off the
Look
flex.
Look at this action where this nigga runs a pop. Yo, bro, I don't
Hell
give a
yeah.
fuck, bro. What are you
That's a
talking
fact.
about?
And
You
then
ain't
they
got no
wanna-
point
they
guard.
wanna-
What are you
Yeah,
talking
I
about?
don't- yeah, I don't
You
like
got
it.
Jackson Hayes, fucking Vanderbilt.
That's what I'm
Shit be
saying.
getting me
Like,
tight, bro.
Yo, hold on.
It
Shout out
was
to
a
my man.
flex last time. Like he was showing his team fuck up. So is that what he gonna do again?
No.
He here to show them
That's what I'm saying. He
succeed this
not.
time.
That's what I'm saying. He not.
So he's
that
there to-
last time was clearly, yo, you need to be my coach. I hate this nigga Darvin Ham.
my
Clearly.
This time they talk like he spent a whole 15 minutes about yo, JJ's just a fucking genius, and it's like, yeah, JJ's like, yeah, I gave you them cameras to shoot that podcast, bro. Don't you dare shit on me, bro. All my camera work I gave you, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I felt like watching that shit was here halfway, and Steve Nash was kind of looking at the nigga like, yeah, that's cool. yeah, you right, you right.
You putting a lot of shit
you right,
on
you
it,
right.
bro.
I think he's trying to help Steve get a job too.
Bro, listen, I know he's trying to help.
He's
Steve
definitely
Nash
trying to
get a
help
fucking
Steve get a
job.
job.
Because in the beginning, he's like,
What
yo,
you mean?
see,
Just
I didn't hire him. Nah, I ain't say none of this.
Yeah,
I ain't get a job
the
because of
last
me.
time Steve had a job, nigga, Steve got smoked out of town.
So why would we be giving him a job?
Not
for the Lakers.
Oh,
But just
I
some,
thought you-
he's
I
going
thought
to
you-
get hired
Oh,
after
yeah,
this.
yeah. Cool,
There's a solid
cool.
55
I
to
like
something
Steve
chance
Nash.
Yeah, and
that he gets
LeBron
hired.
James gonna say another assist.
Like,
Oh well,
Another assist.
Got
you owe
you.
me too. Yeah, I mean, I
Got
get that.
you.
I get that play. But
Yeah.
I was looking at it like I want
In the
him to be
meantime,
here
be
for
my
what?
legitimate white counterpart for these basketball talks, bro. Sit
But
right
do
there.
that shit in the summer,
Flex.
yo, LeBron. Do me a favor, bro. Like,
Red wine.
you can
red
do that shit in
wine.
the summer.
Give me a reason to stay up later.
Everybody's gonna pay more attention to y'all in the summer, bro. Focus on basketball.
Now niggas gonna pay attention now
Real
because niggas
quick,
is upset.
bro.
Because niggas are like, what the fuck you doing?
Everybody's
tight.
yo.
You know what he doing.
They mad at Draymond. They mad at everybody who has a podcast in basketball. You said I don't give a fuck what niggas.
But bro,
mad at.
I'm doing
I'ma
this
do
off
it
the
anyway.
Pat McAfee. Also, Stephen A. Smith go off TV. I just show up on Pat McAfee next
Pat
segment, nigga.
McAfee.
Like, yeah, no, yeah.
That was definitely a play. Yeah,
I'm
it
on
was-
the,
I
I'm,
did
That's
that
his
shit.
I'm
man.
on tour, bro. I'm
That's
on
whose
tour.
mans?
It seemed like it's his man's. If they pulled that
LeBron
play,
is
yeah.
Pat McAfee. Nah,
Nah, you just,
I didn't
you
get that.
just the nigga that Stephen A. hates right now.
Yeah. Because I think
Oh,
Pat,
so they
Pat
bonded up,
McAfee
well,
used to
whatever.
be on
That's-
First Take when he first joined ESPN. He used to have Pat McAfee
So y'all
on.
share
Just like
the
he
hate
had
for him?
Mad Dog Radio on. It's something that happened. Something the way that Pat McAfee runs his show
I just
that
mi-
just
it
doesn't
sounds to
blend
me
with
now,
that.
It sounds
No,
like
you know what it
I
is? It's because
misunderstood
it's
the
because Pat
friendship.
McAfee, like Stephen A. Everything Stephen A. Smith is doing now off of ESPN is a Pat McAfee play. It's the fact that when ESPN fired all them niggas, they basically fired all their dudes and was like, "We're gonna hire internet niggas."
We're gonna hire the most
Gil,
popular ones.
Like
Yeah.
Gil coming on First Take now, it's like, yo, 5 years ago, y'all never
never-
would have
y'all
let
never
Gil
have
on
Gil on.
First Take. He's too
should-
toxic. But it's
They
like
got
now,
Casanat on there.
now they let
Them niggas
they let
running
Gil
out of
go
thunder,
on,
bro.
They let Gil go on Shannon's show first. And he's like, oh shit, look at Gil actually being normal on Shannon's show. He not bugging out like he doing his show. I bet. Put a suit on him and now we can take him upstairs. So now ESPN is taking tries.
Damn.
They gave Pat McAfee hella bread
Mad money.
to shoot in his own studio.
Curse, all types of
Curse,
shit.
all types of shit. Aaron Rodgers want to do his conspiracy theories. They let me do whatever. Stephen A. Smith is like, yo, bro. Before y'all gave me the 100 mil, y'all not gonna give me 100 mil, but y'all gonna let this.
100 mil.
But it's like, but Pat McAfee touching, and Pat McAfee getting the YouTube money on everything I touch here. I'm getting the YouTube spins too.
Brady, bro.
That's also why Stephen A. Smith got his 100 mil.
Whoa, like I mean, respectfully, but
Because Tom got
that
3
nigga-
times what Stephen A. got,
Yo,
and it's
bro.
like the nigga this nigga only
What
do
does
From Fox.
18. He only work 18
What
weeks a
does
year,
he
bro.
do? That's what does he
Come on,
do
from
for
Fox?
Fox?
Tom Brady?
He's
Same
just-
thing that
Tony
Romo does.
except not as
He
good.
there with his rings on, and yeah,
Essentially,
I'm,
yep.
I'm,
Yes,
I'm
yep.
here.
Except no, I'm not as good as this
I'm
is Tony
definitely not as
Romo.
good as Tony Romo.
I just got 5 rings though.
But
Bling.
Tony Romo is not me.
All
Yeah,
right.
7 rings. My fault. 7 rings.
Tony Romo is
said
not
5,
me.
I'm
My
right.
bad. Yeah, I'm tweaking, bro.
7 of them.
7
things.
of
He
them
won one recently. We could say.
Yeah.
7 of
Even
them
though
things.
Tony is like the master at that shit.
At this job,
Alright,
yeah, he's
buddy.
better at this than
Tony,
he was at
Tony
quarterback.
know what plays they gonna make before
He better
they
at this
do
than he
it.
was at quarterback. Especially as a
So-
quarterback, he knows all the sets. He's like,
So
yeah, they about
Fox
to do
made
this.
the right
Also,
decision.
I couldn't
They
run
did
this,
that.
but I know he's gonna do it.
Tony Romo was a good quarterback. He was good.
But he's better at, and
Oh, yeah,
still,
yes,
he's better
yes,
at this
yes,
than he was at
yes,
quarterback to
yes.
me. That shit is kind of crazy.
I'm not gonna lie to you, but like watching him do this had me put more respect on his name. Like, I mean, and he was a bug out though, because he definitely was
Like,
throwing
yo,
the
that
picks.
nigga was-
He was Brett Favre. He was
going
baby
crazy.
Brett Favre, but like he good money. He gets you in the game. Then he gonna throw that bitch away. Like, yo, this shit was exciting, y'all.
Crazy.
Oh man,
This is exciting, y'all. Throw a pick.
This shit fake going crazy. Listen, what we gonna give him for a bonus topic? I ain't even gonna lie.
When is the NFL draft?
NFL draft is in like 2 months, maybe a month. Why?
I'm gonna be on it because I know Shador is going this year, right?
Oh,
NFL draft. Listen to me,
and
Shador
Travis,
Sanders
and Travis, right?
Yeah, Travis Hunter's gonna go, but to me, Travis Hunter is more of a sure thing of where he's gonna get drafted in the first couple
Where?
picks. He's going top 5. Whereas Shador could fall. If he doesn't fall in the top 5, then he might fall all the way to the end of the round. Because at the end of the day, you don't. I just don't hear enough positive things about Shador Sanders. It could be on purpose.
Yeah, they
because
hate
that's
him.
Deion's son.
They hate
Could be
him.
on purpose, but
I feel like as a franchise, like his name along with his skill will be enough to raise him to where he is.
But it's a lot. It's just a lot. You gotta be a franchise that wants the DEION that's gonna come with. You know,
Yeah, you
it's
need
gonna
that.
be a
You gotta-
lot
you
that-
gotta accept
like if he
that.
goes to Dallas, I don't think he should go to Dallas. But I think as a market, Dallas would love to bring all that Sanders shit in. If we don't win, we still gonna be on ESPN all the time. Like you let
that's
us.
the thing.
I don't know if I want
anywhere
I don't
but
think it's
Dallas.
good. I don't think it's good for him.
I don't want
But
that for
I
him.
just see them. I don't see a lot of other teams that's going to like handle that name properly. Like,
They need-
you
yo,
go to the Titans or something.
It's weird because I was
Raiders.
about to throw a weird ass name at you. I feel like he needs a situation like Cleveland. Like he needs a situation
clean up the Watson? That'd
He
be fire.
needs
Oh,
a situation where, like, yo, if I come in,
And
not
fix
only am I
this
better
up.
than what you just had, but I got box office coming with. I got box office coming with me. I got a motherfucker that's gonna pump these games. We gonna put butts in the seats
Tap in.
because I got
You talking about
Deion.
Zach? Oh,
yeah, I
yeah,
got Deion, and eventually my play is Deion. Why don't you come over here and coach my nigga? Who's the coach of the Cleveland Browns? Don't worry about that.
and they
It's
got
you.
Miles motherfucking.
And they got Myles Garrett.
Miles
So it's like, yo, bro,
fucking
it's you.
Garrett.
What's
Set
up?
the tone.
I like that. I also like the Ravens. I like the Ravens.
You think his brother going too?
Nah.
Right, yeah.
Nigga, Cole's crazy, nigga.
Isn't his brother's supposed to be a quarterback too, isn't he?
Nah.
Was he a wide receiver?
He a receiver, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah. Yeah, nah. His
do you,
brother
do you
had
think
to say
Shador is good?
I think he's decent. When you're being coached by your pops your whole life, it's a slant. Like I don't really know how good you are until you're not with him.
I agree.
When I don't see you with him and you're playing and you can do things on your own, got you.
I agree because I think a lot of times college quarterbacks are very system-y anyway,
Yo.
so it's hard to tell if they can
But yo,
translate it.
I don't
Like,
know.
niggas is
It
waiting
might
for
work.
Arch
What-
Manning.
What if it worked like Brunson and his
He
pops?
gonna be it, huh?
Brunson and his pops sort of
Yeah,
works.
yeah, but it's not. It's not. It can never be because Brunson is his father is so low key.
But I said his father wasn't
Such a
wasn't
worker.
Deion.
time.
It's just
That's
prime.
prime time.
Like prime.
fact.
Like again, this is as if this is Bronny or Jordan. It's really
One of those.
Jordan. Like
Respectfully.
because it's Braun. It's Braun or
Bronny.
Jordan. It's Braun.
Whichever one. It
He's
works.
a safety. Okay.
But I just feel
Thank
like
you.
I feel like because
That
I think
bonus
what
topic,
makes
man.
Bonus
Bonus topic. Yo, listen, man. If you gonna show the weed, my fault. Let him finish
Listen,
this
man,
story.
you got a bonus
No,
topic,
yeah.
man. Listen.
We got bonus topic. Yo,
listen.
listen. I let you show off a little bit of merchandise before we take off. We gonna cut off this video shit. We gonna keep talking on the audio. We love y'all. Love peace, chicken grease. We got Fine Palm Poe here. He got a little bit of the Fine Palm. We gonna put that shit in front of the camera. I might fuck around and put one of these shits. Fire up my
keep my
Osmo.
word.
And we do that shit that way from here because I gotta take the SD card out of here and put that shit in my Osmo because apparently
put the
fucking
bag
format, bro. What the hell happened? Eastside Mines. This motherfucker been in here putting hands to soil. So
Gotta keep my word, man. I said I was gonna bring some nuggets. Here we go. This is
we gonna
that
show them
first-
shits off. I ain't gonna lie, I might have to fire up the motherfucking Osmo, bro. Love peace and greed. Fuck you
White
guys. Love you guys.
Widows.
White
You already
Widow
know.
weed, Pound cultivation. You already know.
Enjoy this
Love and
weather,
respect, man.
Enjoy
LeBron.
this life.
Steph tonight.
Love y'all.
All right.